Mars retrograde has ended, but something unexpected happened. Everyone prepared for turmoil, yet reality took an unforeseen direction. Let's face it, we all braced ourselves for chaos. We anticipated breakdowns, conflicts, and complete upheaval, but surprisingly, that's not what unfolded. Rather than hitting a wall, it's as if the universe accelerated forward. The energy transformed, but not in the predicted way. Instead of disorder, there's this strange sense of forward motion, like a veil has been lifted and our path ahead is suddenly visible. Here's the interesting part. Everyone's experiencing it differently. Some people are energized and ready for action, while others are still processing Mars' impact, and many are experiencing both, caught between forward momentum and a bewildering sense of disorientation. But don't stress if you're still feeling unmotivated. It's not a sign of falling behind. It's because something significant is aligning in your favor. Just be patient, because soon enough, you'll understand why everything had to unfold this way. And if sleep eluded you last night, I've got something to tell you. There's a specific explanation for why most of us couldn't sleep, and when you discover the reason, it'll completely transform your perspective. Stay tuned, because I'll reveal it soon. But that's just the beginning, because some of you are about to encounter something completely unexpected, a lingering effect from Mars that refuses to dissipate. Mars retrograde wasn't simply a period of slowdown. It was an intense struggle, and now we're dealing with its lingering effects. Consider it this way. The conflict has ended, but the aftermath remains. Some individuals feel energized and ready to take action, like they've been unleashed. Others are still processing, still feeling the weight of recent events. This isn't just about moving forward. It's about dealing with Mars's legacy, unresolved emotions, lingering conflicts, that persistent feeling that something remains unfinished. And here's where things become truly fascinating, because some of you are experiencing something that defies explanation. Keep watching. Something feels different today. It's subtle initially, but once you recognize it, it becomes impossible to ignore. Time isn't flowing normally. Some of you woke up to find evening had arrived. Hours disappeared in what felt like moments. For others, the day seems endless, as if time itself is moving in slow motion. But here's the truth. This isn't your imagination. Mars is regaining its full strength, and in doing so, it's altering our perception of reality. Think of it like an archer drawing back their bow. Time stretched under Mars retrograde's influence, and now that arrow has been released. Time isn't waiting anymore. It's compelling you to act. That thing you've been delaying, that decision you've been avoiding. The universe isn't giving you options anymore. Either move with the energy or get left behind. And speaking of unfinished business, let's discuss what's resurfacing. If you thought you'd moved past something during the retrograde, here's a surprise. It's not finished with you yet. Conversations you believed were concluded, emotions you thought were processed, conflicts that appeared to dissolve, they're all returning. Maybe in their original form, maybe transformed, but the energy is unmistakable. This isn't a random occurrence, it's a test. Old patterns are tempting you, old wounds are resurfacing, and your response now is more crucial than ever. This is precisely why this is actually beneficial. It's not just a test, it's a precious opportunity to break free, reshape your narrative, and finally resolve what's been holding you back. Handle things differently this time, and watch how rapidly everything aligns in your favor. Because if you do, transformation is coming in ways you never imagined. Remember when I mentioned there was a reason for last night's sleeplessness? Here it is. Last night was extraordinary. Something felt off. Perhaps you awakened suddenly at unusual hours, as if something disturbed your dreams. Maybe you restlessly tossed and turned, feeling partially present and partially elsewhere. Even if you slept through the night, you likely woke feeling unsettled, drained, or somehow different. And if your dreams seemed unusually vivid, that's not coincidental. Something significant was occurring. Mars doesn't exit quietly. It leaves its mark on everything it touches. People are describing unusual, almost prophetic dreams, visions of flames, red lights, memories emerging like specters from the past. Some felt conscious within their dreams, observing rather than participating. Others felt transported elsewhere, to different times, different versions of themselves. That's because Mars didn't simply change position. It disrupted our subconscious foundation. When a planet as powerful and forceful as Mars suddenly changes direction, it doesn't simply move forward and conclude. It creates reverberations, leaving an energetic signature that affects our minds, sleep patterns, and entire perception of reality. It's like a temporal disturbance, a sudden burst of momentum that your body processes even during sleep. So if something seemed to keep you awake, if you woke feeling like you'd experienced an alternate reality, or if you can't shake the feeling that last night was extraordinary, trust that instinct. And here's where things become even more intriguing, because while Mars has moved forward, our bodies are still adjusting. You know that disorienting sensation after stepping off a treadmill when the ground seems to move beneath you. That's what's happening now. We've been in reverse so long that forward motion feels unnatural, like we've missed something essential. Everything feels simultaneously too fast and too slow, too intense all at once. One moment you're filled with unstoppable energy. The next, you're completely depleted, unfocused, and exhausted. This isn't mere fatigue. It's energetic adjustment, a system recalibrating itself in real time. Your physical, mental, and emotional being is processing months of delayed energy simultaneously, explaining why nothing feels normal. Buried emotions are resurfacing unexpectedly. It's not simple nostalgia. It's Mars compelling you to address unfinished business. Even physically, something feels off. Your body holds unexplained tension, your mind races, and there's this deep sense that something's building, waiting to emerge. It's challenging, but also exhilarating, because this isn't purposeless chaos. This is momentum. This is opportunity. Mars didn't simply depart and close the door. It created a wide-open gateway. Now everything that was stagnant, everything postponed, everything avoided, it's all rushing back. This is the moment, the shift you've been sensing but couldn't articulate. It's here. But here's the unexpected truth. Mars retrograde wasn't the transformation. It was preparation. Like a storm building for days, pressure mounting in the atmosphere before suddenly breaking open. That energy must find release. That's exactly what's happening now. The universe observes. Your next actions set the tone for the year ahead. And this is when people make significant, life-altering decisions, not from recklessness or impulsivity, but because they're responding to an undeniable inner shift. Previously tolerable situations suddenly become unbearable. Abandoned dreams resurface unexpectedly. This isn't random. It's the final test. Consider the past months as an extensive cosmic reset. The universe has been removing illusions, revealing truths, forcing you to confront what you've avoided. Now it watches to see if you've learned, if you're ready to break free from recurring patterns and embrace the opportunity arriving in March. Because March truly changes everything. It's when the new path becomes permanent. But here's what people don't realize. The crucial decision isn't made in March. It's made now. Right here. If you're feeling that urge to act, that deep knowing that change is necessary, this is your confirmation. But beware, you must be certain. Many will make impulsive, fear-driven decisions. They'll mistake the urgency in the air for pressure rather than opportunity. They'll grasp at the first escape route, not realizing they're entering another cycle of the same pattern. This is where paths diverge. Those who choose from clarity, who understand this energy isn't about rushing but aligning, they'll enter March already ahead. So here's the real test. Are your actions driven by fear or power? Because the energy reveals truth. Your choices either liberate or trap you. Every action now carries extraordinary weight. This isn't just another moment in time. This is a crucial juncture where your decisions shape what follows. Imagine being held at a starting line, and suddenly the barriers lift. The question is, are you prepared to move? Because this isn't a gentle transition. This is a launch. If you don't harness this energy, you risk wasting it. And here's the fascinating part. You might already feel it. That restless energy in your body, that sudden urge to act without knowing why, that's Mars awakening within you. After months of forced stillness, it's like a spring releasing its tension. You might feel overwhelmed with ideas, experiencing sudden clarity, feeling an urgent need to act, or conversely, you might feel completely drained, as if your body's still processing the shift. But understand, both are signs of Mars working through you. This is energy realigning, forcing everything into place. But here's the trap. Most will hesitate. They'll feel the impulse to move, experience moments of brilliant clarity, but instead of acting, they'll wait. They'll doubt themselves. They'll think, later, when I'm more prepared. That's where opportunity slips away. Because this window is temporary. Wait too long, and this momentum vanishes. You'll wake up feeling unchanged, back at the starting point. Not because opportunity didn't exist, but because you hesitated. Currently, every choice carries amplified power. Action now sets things in motion beyond your imagination. But inaction allows this energy to pass over you, leaving you wondering why everything remains stagnant. Time is bending, opportunities multiplying, and the next 72 hours are crucial. This is a cosmic turning point where your energy output amplifies. It's not just another moment. It's not just another choice. Your actions in these 3 days trigger a chain reaction, shaping the remainder of 2025. Either you control this Mars energy, or it controls you. Remember, Mars energy is swift, direct, unstoppable. When it moves powerfully. Right now, it's watching how you use this momentum. Take action, even small steps toward your avoided path, and the universe matches your energy. You'll notice rapid alignment, but hesitate, let doubt enter, retreat into waiting for the perfect moment, and the energy moves on. Here's the untold truth. Such windows of opportunity are fleeting. If you don't step through, the opportunity vanishes. And the hardest part, you'll feel it in 3 days. Without action, you'll wake with that heavy realization of missed opportunity. You won't be able to explain it, but you'll know. You'll know you let the moment slip away. But that doesn't have to be your story because you're at a crossroads. One path maintains your current reality. The other launches you into the reality awaiting you all along. If you're still here, thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed this content and want more, please consider subscribing. Your support means everything. Share your experiences or thoughts below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.